First video we finna go ahead and start with is a video that I did want to go ahead and react to yesterday, but I didn't have enough time. We shouldn't know Kai Cenat by Golf Cart. As y'all know, Golf Cart channel has been growing very, very rapidly. You feel me? They have been doing a lot of documentaries on streamers. They did a documentary on the FaZe Clan. They did a documentary on Lacey. They did a documentary on I Show Speed. They have been doing great documentaries. And they finally did a documentary on Kai Cenat. I seen Kai Cenat reacting to this video last night, actually. I was supposed to react to it yesterday. Then last night I seen him reacting to it. And I actually turned the stream off because I wanted to react to it in real time with you guys. You feel me? So I only seen like the first 30 seconds to a minute of it. So let's go ahead and react to the We Shouldn't Know Kai Cenat by Golf Cart.
When the internet first came around, it was simple. Emails, forums, and early websites that felt like a digital ghost town. But then everything changed. MySpace, Reddit, YouTube, each platform transformed into a stage. The internet wasn't just a tool anymore, it became a world of its own. Memes spread faster than the news, and 6-second videos can make someone famous overnight. Suddenly millions weren't just watching, they were chasing. Everyone wanted to entertain, to create, to build an audience. Influence became currency, and social media became the new American dream. And in the middle of it all, there was one kid.
Influence definitely became currency.
Grinding, posting, hoping to break through. But if we're being honest, he was never supposed to make it. There was never a universe where I should have known his name or where you should have known his name. But now, it feels like the only thing I ever hear is
Kai Cenat.
Kai Cenat. Kai!
I want to do this guy edit his own videos. If he do, he's a mini GOAT.
Kai
These
Cenat
should be very entertaining.
Just a 30-minute train ride from Midtown, but a world away from the skyscrapers and bright lights of Manhattan. It's the birthplace of hip-hop, the home to Yankee Stadium. It's a borough that moves fast, where opportunities aren't just handed out on...
You know his style? I'm sorry for pausing so early. I know y'all be hating when I be pausing, but this remind me of like, y'all ever watch Bronx Tale? Like, that's the kind of storytelling he give me, bro. Like a real actual movie. That's why I think I like these documentaries.
Silver platters.
My bad. I ain't finna keep pausing it.
Packed into a small apartment with his 3 siblings and a single mother who worked 4 jobs just to keep food on the table,
Mama
Kai
Cenat.
learned early that nothing came easy. He bounced between schools, and at one point his family ended up in a homeless shelter in Georgia. Now, eventually they found their way back to New York, and every summer Kai would leave the city for a few weeks through a program designed to give underprivileged kids a break from the noise. And that's where he met Kathy, his host parent, who, after nearly a decade of spending summers together, became family. But for a while, Kai felt lost. He wasn't the biggest, not the tallest, not the strongest.
What they do.
He wasn't the kid getting picked first in gym class. In school, that wasn't really his thing either. He was missing something, a purpose, a reason to care. Until he found it. At first, it was just a distraction, an escape from real life. But soon, YouTube became an obsession. Roman Atwood, FouseyTube, FaZe Clan. Early 2010s YouTube was a whole new world, a never-ending rabbit hole of entertainment. While other kids were playing sports, Kai was locked in, not just watching these videos, but studying them. Titles, thumbnails, personalities.
Z-Biddy, I gotta let me know when y'all boys pulling up, man.
We
We're screaming every day. Y'all boys gotta pull up again. Another
They were
scream.
crafting a blueprint for others to follow. And Kai was taking notes. What made a video work? What made people laugh, click, stick around? Eventually, the urge grew too loud to ignore. Kai wanted in. So at 14 years old, he took his first shot, uploading his first ever video to Facebook.
Siri, shut up.
And it did exactly
Young
what
Kai
you'd expect.
tripping.
It flopped. Nobody cared. Nobody watched. But that initial failure, that's exactly what makes Kai so
34
dangerous
views
today.
is crazy.
You see, social media is a game with no finish line, just an endless sprint where everyone is chasing relevance. Millions are fighting for blue checks, viral moments, and a spot at the top. But the reality is harsh. Trends don't last, and neither do most creators. The internet moves fast. One day someone is everywhere, on every feed, every algorithm, every...
Chad, if y'all averaging 34 views like for a whole year, y'all still finna be a content creator? Like, y'all still go do YouTube and TikTok, averaging only 34 views for a year? Because it really be like that.
Trending page. The next, they're just another name in the archives of forgotten influencers. It's not about catching a wave. It's about knowing when to step off before it crashes. But most don't. They ride the high, move to LA, blow the checks, and before they know it, their time is up.
Yeah.
Success in social media isn't about luck. It's about strategy. Think of it like Thanos collecting Infinity Stones. Collect the right pieces, and success becomes inevitable.
I think it's just in my head to never quit. I had the option to quit, but it's like, once I say I'm gonna do something, I'm gonna get it done.
His first
Same.
Infinity Stone really came in the form of a weaponized obsession. He spent years shouting into the void, posting to an audience of 0.
Sorry, I gotta go to work.
And
I ain't
from
gonna lie, that
silence,
cut
he learned
is
to analyze
crazy.
his
What
truth.
kind
No
of
one
cut
owes
is
you their
this?
attention until you give them a
What is this, a
reason to.
fade?
Dozens of uploads came and went with
This
little
cut
to
is
show for
crazy.
it. But instead of quitting, Kai doubled down. He wasn't just trying to go viral, he was running experiments. Every video was a test, and every failure was fuel for the fire. As a chronically online kid, he absorbed everything, quietly building a mental playbook of what worked, what flopped, and why. By the time he hit high school, the gears began turning. Facebook skits evolved into YouTube videos.
Cutting the eyebrows is crazy. Crazy work.
Then came college, and with it, his first big break.
This is a W video though.
A ding-dong ditch prank video blew up, catapulting his channel past 30,000 subscribers overnight.
W Dez.
That
Dez
moment
been
wasn't
there.
random. It was the exact scenario Kai had been preparing for, because now he finally had attention, and attention is leverage. So he reached into the playbook, the one he'd been quietly building since middle school, and right there on page 1 was Roman Atwood. The blueprint was nearly identical. Years of silence, then one breakout video, a fake pee prank in the middle of New York City. That single video snowballed into a series, the same setup with different locations,
Damn.
over and over again until it launched Roman's entire career. It wasn't a fluke, it was a formula. And Kai followed it. One prank turned into 2, 2 became 4. Each video built on the last, bigger reactions, escalating chaos. And
Gotta
the
mud
views
the
stack
duet,
was
guys. Mud the duet. If you're from Miami,
Just
you know
like
what the
that,
duet is.
Kai was finally on the board.
Gotta mud the play.
So much. Thank you guys so much for 100,000 subscribers. Honestly, I don't even know what to
The
say.
yarn in the hair crazy.
100,000
Boy got
is a
extensions.
blessing, literally, I love all you guys at the bottom of my heart.
With a goatee.
I feel forever, you feel me? We slowly but surely taking over, you feel me? Thank you so much for 100,000 subscribers.
But the success came
I ain't gonna lie, y'all. I can't wait till I get 100,000 subscribers. I'm gonna be like, appreciate you guys for everything you did. I couldn't have did it without you. All the times I stopped the video and talked to you guys and y'all hated it and comment below. I appreciate every last one of y'all. You feel me? That's a good one.
came
My
with a
bad.
catch, because now Kai was standing
My
at a
bad.
fork in the road. On one side was everything he never dreamed of, an audience, influence, the chance to build something bigger than himself. On the other was college, a degree, stability, the safe route everyone, teachers, friends, and even family expected him to follow. The responsible choice would have been keeping YouTube as a side hustle, graduate, play it safe. Dropping out to
That boy
chase
grinded,
fame
though,
wasn't
for
just
real,
bold,
for real,
it was
like-
delusional.
Nobody grinded like that.
College, I had to.
You don't have to drop no
When I go
college.
back, I'm gonna tell them that I have to drop out.
Kai, you're not dropping no college.
I had to drop the college.
But come on, when has anyone ever done anything great sitting on the bench? So Kai took the leap, dropped out of college to fully commit to YouTube. He embraced experimentation, pushing new formats and fresh ideas. There was no singular blueprint, no restrictive niche tying him down. His videos kept evolving, but the one constant was Kai himself. And ultimately, that's who the viewers returned for.
W
Not just the
friends. If you got
not
friends to
just
do
the
videos
titles, they
with,
came back for
W
Kai.
friends, bro. For real, for real.
In August of 2020, Kai joined a content group called Any Means Possible, or AMP for short. Now,
Them boys
content houses
flexing
have been
the
around for
flex.
years. From Phase New York
Flexing
to
the
King
mean
10 to the
subscribers.
Hype House, they all exist for one reason: growth. The formula is simple. Take a bunch of creators, put them all under one roof, and suddenly you've got a view printing machine. But here's the thing. Most content houses are revolving doors. Someone joins, sparks some hype, gains some followers, and then dips. That's the norm. But AMP isn't normal. Since the group's inception in late 2019, the lineup has barely changed.
The boys holding
Four
it
founding
down.
members,
Only group
Agent,
holding it
Phantom,
down, for
Davis,
real.
And Duke Dennis weren't just collaborators, they were real-life friends with a shared mindset and a long-term vision for the brand. This wasn't some clout-fueled
Them and
experiment,
Sidemen.
it was something they actually believed in. And because
Sidemen
of that,
been
they were
holding it down,
incredibly
too.
protective of the group dynamic. They didn't want to just let anyone in, no matter how big the name was. They had already turned down plenty of well-known creators. People like Your Age, Gideon, and Flight had all been passed on, not because they weren't talented, but because the chemistry wasn't there. One wrong move, one
Yeah.
off personality, and the whole thing could fall apart before
Flight-
it even
Flight a
started.
go, but
So
I
when they
can't see
invited
him
Kai to join
being
in
with that.
2020, it wasn't just another group decision.
with
It was a
AMP.
moment. He didn't have the biggest platform, he wasn't pulling the most views, but what stood out was the way he worked, the way he fit. There was something undeniable about his energy, and they recognized
What,
it
hit a
instantly.
fountain?
Joining AMP gave Kai something he hadn't had before: a team, a stage, a spotlight. But there was still one thing missing: streaming. During COVID, a new generation of creators redefined what streaming could be. What started as a gaming-centric world began morphing into something
I remember this whole situation, bro, because it was no PCs to be found at all, bro. During the pandemic, when everybody started going live, like I remember Tory Lanez was doing the quarantine radio and everybody was just screaming nonstop, bro. It was no PCs to be found. Even if you wanted to become a streamer during this era, for you to find a PC while everybody had money was fucking a shot in the dark, bro. Like, for real, for real. Like, this was the time, this was the wave, for real.
Think bigger. Suddenly, the internet's biggest stars weren't vloggers.
I started
or YouTubers,
podcasting. That's
they were
what I
streamers.
did during the
And
pandemic.
Kai, he was riding that wave before most
Yeah, I
people
see I'm
even
still
saw it
podcasting.
coming.
I will now be streaming on Twitch.
His very first Twitch stream was an immediate hit. Over 1,000 people tuned in live. For
Damn.
a debut stream, that's unheard of. If you're
What?
not familiar with how streaming works, that number isn't just good, it's absurd. From reaction content to gameplay, it was instantly clear. Streaming unlocked something in Kai that no other platform had. He wasn't just entertaining, he was electric. And the internet noticed. By July 2021, the entire AMP crew had moved in together. Their streams exploded. By the
Damn.
end of that same month, Kai was averaging over 17,000 live viewers per stream. But that was just the beginning. From there, he pushed the envelope. The
Too much
ideas got
money,
bigger,
bro.
louder, and
Big
more
money.
unhinged. One day, he was hosting a Riz Academy. The next, he turned the AMP house into a petting zoo.
Yo, Phantom! There's a f***ing zebra!
He 1v1'd a WNBA player, opened a daycare, and even rolled out collabs with some of the biggest names on the internet. Kai wasn't just going viral, he was becoming
Kai
culture.
goated.
He hit 1 million subscribers on YouTube.
Kai really
a few
goated,
months
bro.
later, 1 million followers on
Kai really
Twitch.
goated.
And then Kai did something different. He flipped the promo circuit on its head. Traditionally, artists do press runs, sit-down interviews, promo tours. Kai flipped that. No scripts, no publicists, just a chaotic, hilarious live stream and a guaranteed viral clip.
Oh my God.
From Bobby Shmurda to 21 Savage, everyone started pulling up. And when they did, it didn't feel like content. It just felt like them hanging out. Because Kai didn't put anyone on a pedestal. He treated everyone the same. And the result?
Facts.
Streaming's most unexpected
No glaze.
talk show.
Facts, though.
They like breaking your house. That mean they like.
When they break in your house? Wait, have you broken into the house before?
I think this round of time I
What was
started
your
watching
thoughts?
him live.
I thought.
I used to watch the clips or the shit, but this when I started watching it live.
Millions of views, countless internet-breaking moments, and a Streamer of the Year award later, Kai Cenat had claimed the throne of streaming. But what he did next put the entire internet on notice. In February 2023, he embarked on a marathon that would redefine what it meant to go all in. For 30 days straight, Kai streamed 24 hours a day in an event he called the Mafia-thon. This wasn't just a stream, it was a spectacle, a relentless, non-stop showcase of endurance.
It's crazy because he didn't start subathons and shit like that, bro. The first person who I seen doing subathons was Love Week. He didn't start it either. You feel me? But this dude just revolutionized it. Like, he made it a thing. Everybody else was just doing different stuff during the day. He actually had people pulling up, had all kind of shit going on through his subathon. Like, that Mafia-thon is really legendary. Second was more legendary, but the first one was just like the icebreaker for real, for real.
Charisma and sheer willpower. The Mafia-thon wasn't just about gaming or reacting, it was a cultural moment. Traditional
For
celebrities
sure.
and top influencers flocked to his stream, turning it into a collision of internet culture and mainstream fame. From viral challenges to late-night chaos, every hour brought something new, something unpredictable. And then just days before the final stream, Kai did the impossible.
Yo.
A new all-time record on Twitch, 306,000 active
Streaming.
subscribers and counting.
Huh? I don't know. I told her about an hour. What time? Yo, what's name gonna be ready? What time we shoot?
My second shoot?
Oh, you already finished your first shoot?
Yeah.
Damn.
What you guys doing all the time?
I don't know. Shit, you were just in the front when I came out.
Hey guys, it's me again.
What's up? It's Fly Mom.
Ooh, bum 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 bum. Give me a little effect.
Oh, my bad. My bad. Fly Mom. Z-Biddy, a couple other people. I done fell off, bro. Last month, I just had like 7 people in this shit chilling. Then I stopped screaming every day. Then I fell off.
You gotta have me on here more often. You see, I had got you some new followers last night and stuff. So they probably like, damn, she's so pretty.
See, and then I sound like a hater when I be like, you got me new follower, like singular. But that make me seem like a hater if I say that, right?
You are.
That's crazy. Go back to reacting to my video, man. She just be in the studio bored. That's what happened when you got your own photography studio. Just be bored.
It cemented his name in the Internet Hall of Fame and fueled a trajectory that was only going one way: up. But there's a pattern we've seen time and time again in the world of social media. The unstoppable force, hurtling towards greatness, collides with the immovable object, reality. For creators chasing the throne, the stakes only get higher, the risks more extreme, and sometimes the fall is inevitable.
We begin with that tense scene here in New York City. Thousands of young people converging on Manhattan's.
I ain't gonna lie, bro. The day he did this, when he was giving out the PlayStations in New York, it started a whole fucking riot. Him and Duke went to jail. I ain't gonna lie, that's like top 5 legendary influence moments, bro. Cause he didn't know that kind of influence that he really had. To this day, it was probably his wake up call for real, for real. When this happened, this shit was different.
Union Square Park.
We've just learned over the past half hour that 65 people have been arrested, 30 of them juveniles.
He's got 20 million followers on social media, and after an ill-conceived stunt in New York's Union Square, he also has an arrest record.
What started as a simple fan meetup spiraled into chaos.
What are you doing?
Refuse to leave, you will be arrested for unlawful assembly.
Thousands flooded the park, crowds surged, people got hurt, arrests were made. And just like that, a feel-good moment turned into a national headline.
He's got an update from the NYPD, and here's what we know tonight. According to police, Kai Cenat will be charged with multiple counts.
The influencer is charged. He's going to be charged with at least 2 counts of inciting a riot, unlawful assembly, and a few other charges.
For the first time, we saw Kai Cenat through a different lens. This wasn't a world-shattering moment. At its core, it was a meetup gone wrong, a well-intentioned idea that spiraled out of control. Kai's ignorance, however unintentional, had ripple effects far beyond what he'd ever imagined.
None of that was my intention. I had good intentions for this whole thing, but after Friday, bro, I've come to realize
that shit crazy.
The amount of not only power, but influence
really run New York
that I have on people.
For the first time in a long time, Kai had
also he was giving away PlayStation. I'd have probably been out there my damn self.
But about impact,
I want a PlayStation
about the
2.
legacy he wanted to leave behind.
I'm beyond disappointed in the things that went on Friday. I've also asked myself, I said, yo, next time you want to do any of these things like this, you need to hit up the right people, make the right calls.
Look at this shit. This shit crazy.
Because as a whole, bro, we all have to do it. We all have to do
this
better.
crazy.
This wasn't the end of his story. It was a recalibration, a chance to realign his goals, to refocus on what truly matters. That meant more than just breaking records. It meant building something that...
Hey, chat, would y'all want to be that famous, bro, to the point, like, you can't even host an event? Like, anywhere you go, it start a raid or a riot or some shit like that. Would y'all want to be that famous? Like, cause that's what I Show Speed doing right now internationally. Like, everywhere he go is damn near starting a riot. Like, I watching one of his streams, it's like, damn, bro. I'll be kind of uncomfortable if I can't go anywhere. People just filming me all the time. Kind of sickening.
It lasted. The road ahead wasn't about avoiding mistakes. It was about learning from them. And for Kai, that lesson would shape everything that came next. 2024 was a new year with new goals, one that really elevated the gaming side of streaming. See, your typical gaming stream looks like this: a guy in a chair playing the same games on loop. The concepts are
me on schedule one.
To be
Make sure I tap
Their
in.
sets go as far as blank walls and neon signs if we're lucky. And
I don't
then on
upload the
May 8th,
VODs either.
2024, Kai flipped the entire formula on its head. He dropped a 2-minute trailer, not a clip, not a teaser, a full-blown cinematic trailer announcing his next challenge, a non-stop marathon that wouldn't end until he beat.
What was the first one? Elden Ring?
Scripted, scored, and shot like an actual film.
Or Red Dead
complete with
Redemption.
Lighting setups, camera crews, stunt coordination, and VFX. Over 45 people worked on this trailer alone. For context, Paranormal Activity, a movie that grossed nearly $200 million worldwide, that was made with a crew of 44. I mean, it may be only by one, but Kai had put together a bigger team just for this announcement, and the stream itself was just as insane.
And now, it is time for Elden Ring.
I be watching people play Elden Ring. Elden Ring is too serious, bro. I can't do it.
Detailed props and outfits straight out of the game. He didn't just play the character, he became them. It was immersive, theatrical, and way ahead of anything the platform had seen. This wasn't a gimmick, it was a shift, a new gold standard. From Elden Ring DLC,
167 hours is
Sekiro,
crazy.
and Batman Arkham, Kai continued to inject movie-level production into gaming streams, elevating the gameplay, elevating the promo, elevating the platform.
Bro, we actually in an underground bunker right now. This is underground, Jack. Like, no cap.
At one point, he even teamed up with Mr. Beast to pull off a mind-bending prank. They built a one-to-one replica of Kai's room, filled it with fireworks, and rigged it to go off mid-stream.
W scream, even though it lasted 15 minutes.
Now, it didn't take long for people to catch on, but that didn't matter because Kai was redefining what streaming could be.
So, like, when's your next subathon?
I don't know, right? Okay, so here's the thing, right? I really want somebody to break my record, bro.
So you could break their record.
Yes.
On November 1st, 2024, Kai Cenat kicked off the month-long Mafia-thon 2, and from the very first minute,
W,
it was
legendary.
clear,
You
this
had to
wasn't
be
just
there
another
with this
stream,
one.
It was
I was there
spectacle
since
unlike
day
anything
one,
Twitch had
since
seen
that bitch
before.
started. I don't see how anybody could top this one, bro. I don't think Kai could top this one.
You got it.
Can't hear you, Kai.
I can't hear you. Trio is back.
Nobody could top this one. Legendary. Just me watching the replay.
You're fired. I want you to get off the wall.
Set inside a $55 million mansion spanning over 30,000 square feet, Kai transformed his life into a living broadcast.
I'll watch this shit
with
all
more than
over again.
67 cameras capturing every single angle, and 5-man production teams working in rotating shifts. Not a single second went unseen. Whether he was eating, sleeping, or showering, Kai lived on stream, unfiltered, unscripted, and completely open to the world.
Every second of the day, they're watching me.
Kai, what are you talking about? How do you do that?
I literally just do it.
But what truly set Mafia-thon 2 apart was the scale. It wasn't just a live stream, it was a cultural event. Every day brought a new wave of anticipation as fans tuned in to see who would step into Kai's world
And
next.
the crew.
Miranda Cosgrove, Snoop Dogg, Kevin Hart, Lil Dicky, SZA, Bill Nye, and Nardwuar. The guest list read like a fever dream, and it only kept growing. From massive giveaways to AI robots that cost over $25,000 each, every moment was meticulously planned. Nothing was left to chance, no cost was spared. This wasn't just content, it was a masterclass in creating a moment that you'll never forget.
Month-long reality show.
Ladies
Greatness.
and gentlemen, boys and girls, it's about that time. It's officially November 1st. It just hit 12 o'clock on the dot. I'm just gonna do this video so that in a month this drops. Here's my message to myself. I hope you're proud
W,
of where
Kai.
you're at. If you broke the record, congratulations.
I want to thank Phantom. I want to thank Duke. I want to thank Davis. I want to thank Agent. I want to thank Chris for never giving up on what they love to do. It always treated me the same from day one.
KC3000, Mr. Kai Cenat 1000 himself, you know what I'm saying, for breaking the Twitch record and becoming the greatest streamer of all time. My dog is the greatest. You
Of
know what
all
I'm saying?
time is
there has never been
kinda crazy.
one like him.
He up
And
there,
to
though.
be honest,
Top 3.
if we being honest with ourselves, there probably won't be another Kai Cenat.
Kai
For sure.
is not gonna
I agree with that,
get
too.
the love he deserves until he retires, bro. So many people try and like speak negatively about him because he's #1 right now. It's one of these moments where it's like, I used to be a LeBron hater as a kid, bro, because my brother's favorite player was LeBron. I was a Kobe guy. But when I grew up, I learned, like, why not just appreciate
LeBron the
greatness?
GOAT. Yeah.
It don't matter what form it comes in. Why not just appreciate
I used to feel like that about Kobe.
We all from the Bronx.
So I get it.
People that's from here know the chances of you making it out, bro, is slim to none. This is not supposed to happen. We went against the grain. We went against the norm. We from the Bronx. It's not supposed to happen. Like real shit, bro. 700-something thousand Twitch subscribers. Didn't just break the record. Doubled it. He ran a lap on his own record.
Phantom just tells me he proud of me. That's all I wanted. Phantom, I appreciate you, bro. From where we come from, that's not supposed to happen, gang.
You did that shit, gang. You feel me? If you're watching this, this is the time you mentally need to be resetting. Enjoy, you know, it's December, your birthday coming up. Enjoy it. Take your time, go at your pace. I want you to know that I'm proud of you. And I'm ready.
W fucking video always. Golf Carter always come through with the W documentaries for real, for real. W Kai Cenat, definitely top 3 greatest screamers all time, you feel me? I really don't see the We Shouldn't Know Kai Cenat. I don't get the title, but definitely a W video, bro. Bro definitely grinded, did his thing for the last few years, and earned every right to be named Screamer of the Year, top screamer. Every views he get, every subscription, every record he break, he definitely deserved that, bro. Be grinding. For real, for real. And he always think out the box. Like, I don't even see him following trends that much. He'll probably follow 1 or 2 trends, but 9 times out of 10, he usually starts the trends. Like, you feel me? The noodle game, just to name a few, the celebrities pulling up, the press runs. he definitely be doing his thing. So shout out to Kai Cenat, shout out to Golf Cart for the video.